We're here today to honor his legacy of 6 years in Homeland. What you really want to look at, the characteristic of a chairman. You know the qualities of what he was able to do. There's that calming voice on television anytime there was a crisis. But what you really want to look at, was this committee effective? The number of bills that are passed is one of the most effective committees we had. Portraits last a long time, but legacies of change last longer. And that's what your history will be. Your goal was to keep America safe, plan for what future problems we would have, and bring people together on both sides. Portrait will hang, but your legacy will last longer.
Mike likely had many career options besides serving in Congress. He'll no doubt add other careers to his lustrous resume. But the good news for us, at least I think, is that he chooses to be here and to serve our country. And for that, Mike, thank you. So it's a pretty big deal, Mike, to have both leaders of the House here to celebrate you. That's cool.
Thank you, Jane Harman, and thank you for your wonderful leadership to help us honor our oath of office to protect and defend our great country, our people, and our Constitution. I'll be brief because we're all dying to see the picture. There are many of us in this room who had the privilege of going to Normandy to observe the 75th anniversary of the Normandy invasion. This leader, McCarthy, among them. And why I mention it is because Mr. McCaul was one of the people who he gave us the picture of his dad, of your father-in-law, of your grandparents, and he told us this story that he's talking to some of the people there and said, my father was at Normandy. And somebody said, did he survive? He said, I'm here. To see Normandy through his eyes, the eyes of a son of a patriot who served in World War II, who served at Normandy. Wouldn't you agree, my colleagues? It was a very special introduction. But I just wanted to share the privilege that we all had to be with you, to see it through the eyes of a son of the Normandy invasion. So, now, it used to be, Mr. Leader, remember when it used to be that if somebody unveiled a portrait, the speaker had to be there to accept it on behalf of the Congress. So I thought, I have a role here. They said, no, that doesn't count anymore. I'm sure it's a wonderful likeness, and even though it's no longer my role, I'm honored to receive it on behalf of the Congress of the United States.
The one thing about a partisan time and a partisan town is that in the Homeland Security Committee, then, now, the partisanship is stripped away. It's about protecting America, and nobody worked harder at it than Mike.
Michael is rock solid. He believes in getting things done. He's actually a member of that caucus. You've heard about this, Jane, the Problem Solvers Caucus. You know, we need more in that caucus these days. I couldn't be more proud of the great job that Michael has done here in the United States Congress, and particularly leading the Homeland Security Committee.
We always talk about being bipartisan, how important that was on national security, foreign policy issues. I did that on this committee, and Elliot Engel and I appeared before the Council on Foreign Relations, and there's a Politico ad or column that was written about how great it is to see at least one committee that can work in a bipartisan manner, and so it's an honor to serve with you. I'm a proud son that was very lucky to have been born from a great man and a great mother who passed away last August. I wish they could be here today seeing their son, but I do know truly in my heart that they're looking down, proud of what their son has tried to do in terms of protecting the American people.